Oh yeah.
I love it.
Our intro is bomb, bomb, bomb. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saltiful. My name is Latoya.
My name's Nakia.
I'm Janet.
I'm Toya.
And
we have the beautiful Miss Shay. All right.
Hi, ladies. Hi, everyone.
So happy to have her here. Y'all, she is a familiar face here on Soulful. She has been here before. If you did not watch that episode, please go back and find it. Yes. So, let's start off with what we normally do. You know how we roll. We got to start off and what we're working with or we're working on. Yeah, we're working on. I don't want to know what you're working with. No, don't do that. Tell me what you're working on. Yes. Who wants to go first?
You.
Okay, I'll go first. So this week I'm working on some proposals. Working on getting some paperwork in for a new venture that I'll be doing with the state, and just doing some discovery calls, being the excellence that we are. Yes.
Nice. Congrats to that deal with the state. That sounds pretty cool, girl.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, Janitz.
Oh, Janice. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I am I already worked on some proposals. I'm getting ready for the next edition of Soulful, putting and booking some guests. So it's my season next. And doing some additional client work.
How's Birdie doing?
Houdini is well.
All right.
Don't you hear him?
Yeah.
He's trying to have his moment. Houdini likes when I talk, so he wants to join in. And Houdini is a lovebird, so I think he's going to be extra communicative since we're talking about love today.
Woo-hoo.
I love it.
Nakia Don Wejikawuti.
Yes, what did I work on? I worked on a lead magnet and automated email marketing for the conference today.
What conference? What's this conference?
We are hosting the VA World Conference on June 5th virtually, and we encourage everyone to join us.
Shameless
Nice.
plug.
Awesome.
Nice. And speaking of Nakia, she's been keeping me together, ensuring that I get all the recordings done for this event that I'm working on. So this morning I've been recording people in order to put them to do the editing and add everything so they can be part of a virtual event that we're doing later this month. It's been fun. Yes.
Yes, awesome. And Shay, what are you working on?
I am honestly okay. So I'm still a new nurse, so I'm getting that together. So I'm working on getting comfortable in my nursing career. I am also working on launching a matchmaking business.
Ooh.
I'm super excited about that.
That is so cool.
Do tell.
Yes, I'm such a lover, y'all. Like, it's within me just to love. So I really desire to be able to put people together that are genuinely meant to be together. I feel like I don't know, I feel like with my discernment, I would be able to put people together. So hopefully everything goes well. It'll be 4 of us that's in business together. So we'll have like relationship coaching and
Nice.
And just matchmaking, but we plan on making it a really big thing. So fingers crossed.
Fantastic.
Matchmaking, yes.
Thank you so much.
Love it. Well, that is a good lead into our next segment, which I'm going to tell you a little bit about this beautiful woman here. This beautiful soul is an LPN, woohoo, and she is also a relationship enthusiast. As you can see with her new venture coming up, this is literally her lane of genius. She has always had a deep passion for love, life, and God's purpose. She is a radio host and has been on plenty of shows, this one included. And she is also proud owner of two Facebook groups. One is called Pretty in Jesus, and the other one is Let's Talk Relationships. Y'all, let's talk relationships. Let's do
Yes.
that.
I love
Yeah.
the way you interlude into that.
Girl, I tried.
I love it. You know what? So first of all, how was everybody's Valentine's Day?
Oh, it was amazing. Yes. I enjoyed this Valentine's. This was a good one.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Everyone else?
Everybody else?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was still basking. That's wonderful.
I was in the middle of an argument, so I didn't have one.
Oh no.
It was fine though. It's fine.
Well, y'all know my husband's normally on the road. You know, he's a trucker. So he was here. All the family was here. A lot of candies and kisses. So I appreciate it. It was great.
Oh, I love to hear that. That's really sweet. Okay, I got a quick funny about my Valentine's Day. So, okay, before I was diagnosed with COVID, I had COVID. I was diagnosed on the 27th of January. And so the guy that I'm dating, he was skeptical of, still being around because he's really funny about COVID, which I completely understand. But
I get your life.
he dropped my gift off at my door.
Throw it on the lawn and keep going.
Okay. So
DoorDash.
he FaceTimed, right? DoorDash my Valentine's gift. So he FaceTimed me like, all right, you can go drop my gift off at the door. I'm like, are you serious? He like, yeah. So I went and did that. And then he came and then he called me when my gift was at the door. So I went and got my gift. But what's so funny is that today I wanted to put a stop to his shenanigans and I went and got tested earlier and I'm negative now. Praise God.
Amen.
Woohoo!
Thank you, ladies. It was rough. But I'm like, so I messaged him back like, so I'm like, I'm gonna hold this over your head forever. And I'm like, if we get married, I'm gonna make sure that I put this in the vows because you was being so extra, like, oh no.
He like, you better get your life. You running around here with the Rona? No, back up.
Exactly. Which I mean, I guess I understand, but I think that working in the health field, we like, it's just a part of life right now. Like, just try to, get through it. And thank God, I did get through it, but he was acting scary and I was over his shenanigans. So,
But you know what, Shay?
yeah.
Sorry, my sound's not greatest, but the folks that I know that work in the health field, they are kind of like crazy. They're real crazy about Rona. You're not?
It's weird. You know what? No, I'm okay. So when I became, when I started not even when I started nursing, but when COVID happened, I was actually already in nursing school, and I my last term was when COVID happened. So I told myself, like, God, I trust you because I know that you didn't bring me this far in nursing for me to not be a nurse with the craziness going on. I was like, maybe this is what you have me here for, in a time as such. So I just trusted God for real. I just was like, I know that you will protect me. You've brought me this far in nursing, and I know that this is my purpose. So I think that for me, I wasn't scared because I really stood strong in my faith with it.
Oh, you better say that. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I really was just, I mean, like even when I took the job, my supervisor who interviewed me, she was asking me, like she was like, you might work at COVID testing sites. How do you feel about that? And I was just like, I'm okay with it. I have a peace about it. So I did have a peace about it. It was scary. Don't get me wrong. When I had COVID, I personally did have my symptoms. I did have the breathing issues. But I'm still here on purpose, so
That's right.
yes.
Speaking about your purpose, tell us. Well, okay, so we'll wait for that because we got to talk about what we came here to talk about. But then you do need to talk about that matchmaking thing. So, one thing you wanted to talk about was boundaries, right?
Like, well, I know that we have talked about the love languages and like the boundaries. I know that
Yes.
we have mentioned that.
Yes.
So I do want to talk about love languages. We can start there.
Yes. So, how many love languages is there?
There are, let's see, five. So there are acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch, and acts of service. Or I think I already said acts of service.
Yes,
Words of affirmation. That's up there.
Affirmation. Okay.
Yes, words of affirmation. Do you ladies know your love languages?
acts of service.
Yeah. I like quality
Awesome.
time and words.
Do any of you other ladies
Miss
know?
Janet's on mute.
I
Go
didn't
ahead.
put me on mute. I'm sorry. I'm physical touch.
I think I need words. I need to hear it. So yeah.
You need the words of affirmation.
Yeah, I need to hear it. The words of I love you. I want to hear it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
It's funny for me when I first took the test. Like it gave me two different ones, and the first one that it gave me, the my first is quality time, and then my second is physical touch.
Yeah, I
And it's
am
so funny
physical
'cause
touch first and then acts of service second.
okay,
Touch,
gotcha.
touch Janet, y'all. Make sure you touch her now. Touch Janet. She needs that.
That is definitely not my love.
And I
Wait,
also like I like a mate that's like that too. I want my mate to like the words and quality time. I want us to match in that way.
Yeah, quality time is
gotcha.
a
But
very good one. I've learned that one. I've learned that one. I did not know that one as well as I know now. So yeah, that one is a good one.
wait, Toy, did you say that physical touch is not yours?
No, it's back up a little bit. Five.
Now I'm curious because Trell seemed like he's very touchy.
He
So
no
is
he
his
really
like? Do
is.
you know his love language?
He's um action based. So if you love him, you show it. You show it in different ways by the respect that you give, the way you treat him, um, things like that. Like it's an action based thing for him. Not he. You could tell him I love you, but that don't mean nothing. He wants to see it in your action.
So he's acts of service.
Yeah, yeah. What about y'all? What are y'all's love languages? What are yours?
You know,
Mine is acts of service.
I don't know what Roy's is. That's interesting. I might need to find that out. But I don't know what his is. But I
Yeah,
know mine's is acts of service. Mine's is physical touch first and then acts of service afterwards. I
and
guess
my
it's kind
husband
of
is words of affirmation.
wow.
Okay. What about you, Toy? What's your husband's?
Now that's weird, Nakia. You are acts of service and he are words of affirmation. How do you find a balance?
What do you mean?
Because I just don't see you doing no words of affirmation.
I do. I constantly reinforce how I feel for him so that he feels comfortable and safe.
Okay, okay. All
Finally,
right.
I think I got kicked out, but I'm back.
That's okay.
Yes, yes. We were just talking about our mates and what their signs were, what their love languages were. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah, Nakia had said that she's her husband is words of affirmation. So he likes to hear it and stuff like that. And Nakia
Mhm.
is acts of service. So they're like opposites.
In every way.
But
Wow,
you
that's
know what? I think my
interesting.
experience, whether it's with friends, whatever, I think all men like would need the words of affirmation. I don't
They need
know.
a they need
What do
a
you
hit
think,
over their
Shay?
head.
No, 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 because you can tell him I love you all day long, but them words don't mean nothing to him if you don't show it. Like I love it. He be like, all
I
right.
I think what you're funny. I think what Toya means is that like their ego, probably. Is that what you're
Yeah,
referring to?
yeah, yeah. They
Yeah,
want to be
their
affirmed.
ego.
Are we
Yeah,
talking
I see
about
what you're
their
saying.
ego or their ego?
Their ego.
Okay, because two different egos need two different kinds of acts of service. I mean, affirmations or whatever
Lord
y'all
have mercy.
say. I'm just saying, no, this is a conversation about love. We can talk about the ego. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
But I remember the ego. I never knew about it was like that's how it go. Okay, ego. Okay.
Because sometimes their ego, right? They so focused on
We
that
could never
ego
have
that
a
they don't
PG.
focus on this ego. I am just asking for clarity, but I will be quiet now.
You good sis.
No,
Oh shoot.
girl, speak your piece. Speak your truth. I love it. That is two different egos. Fixing Jesus.
Absolutely. And sometimes one conquers the other. I mean, in their younger years, their ego seems to be the only thing. So sometimes when you say things to them, they don't realize it. And so it doesn't even get to this kind of ego psyche. But then as they get older and they realize, okay, I need to handle things. This is when this ego steps in. And that ego is no longer of power like it used to be.
Mhm.
That's just me. That's my personal observation. I'm not no doctor
Mm-hmm.
like you, but you go ahead with your degree and you get us right. Cause I know how that ego downstairs work. I like them young bucks. I know about them.
Girl,
Well, all right, Dr. Shay. Hey, Dr. Shay.
Okay, go ahead and speak
I
that.
know.
Okay.
I received that.
Mm.
Yes, I receive it. Is it just me for real, or is it like I really believe that, like, what is the saying? Women are from Venus and men are from Mars. Like, I
Mhm.
really believe that.
Yes, because
Learning men, I feel like learning men is definitely like.
I
Okay, I'm
think
sorry.
you
What do
have
you?
to learn men in stages. Um, I think and I'm just speaking personally
Mm.
for me. Um, I think sometimes where they are I, okay, in this VA journey, I am truly learning how my heritage played a part in my mindset. So if I am learning this in my professional journey, what is to say about a man and his mental or emotional journey? And so with that, because the young ladies know on the panel that, me and my husband, we were estranged at one time and we've now reconciliated. But the person that I know now is not that person from before. He's like a totally different man. He's great.
Yeah,
So you
that's
like the new
Mhm.
man, Janet?
how long were y'all estranged? If you don't mind me asking.
Girl, that is not for this video. Now let's stop. We were
Okay.
we were my daughter is 25. We married when she was 6. We said, we've been estranged maybe 14 years. Maybe 14 years.
And then he
But
came
we
back and he's a
always,
completely different person.
yes, he's like a total. Okay, so my man is Caribbean. I mean, when I tell you he has no patience, you see my fingertips, he has no patience. But this person now is like here. He truly, and he wants to talk about everything. He never used to talk. his talk with, I can't even say that on video, but yeah, he wasn't, no. But this person now, he wants to, okay, let's how we gonna work this out. Let's talk, let's figure this out. He is totally compassionate, like a 360, let me knock, degree person, and I'm thankful. But I also think for me, I'm a different person because you
Mhm.
know when you say that physical touch, girl, I like some touches. I like some touches, so I am not as well. Toya probably thinks so, but I'm not as wild as I used to be. So I had to come to a realization myself. But I just, as I'm going through this journey of this VA, and I'm learning about just how my things that were said to me in my heritage, how it affected me, it's the same for men. And that's why I see a difference in him. Because I told the ladies, he's like a totally different person.
Mhm.
Wow. Like that is so that blesses me. I think that just hearing your testimony, thank you for sharing that. I really
Oh, you're
believe
welcome.
that, relationships and marriages and communication really is key. Like how you said, like, he wants to like I think you said like talk it out now and things or whatever, and he's more compassionate. I think I've grown to learn that communication really is key. And even with the love languages, like communication is key. Like, if your love language is quality touch and his is words of affirmation, I feel like, or you know what I'm saying, like you're kind of on two different spectrums. So it's important to come together and, communicate the differences and, gain an understanding like, okay, well, you need me to let you know, you're doing X, Y, and Z better and da 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 versus, it's just like communication at the end of the day is just key.
I
Yes.
do agree with that. I totally agree with that. And sometimes you have to, and this is the other thing, sometimes you have to communicate on their level. And I think we as women, now y'all may fight me in the comments for that. We as women, we communicate on a high horse and we don't know how to find a medium. I said that, Janet. So don't bash anybody. Janet said that. I believe that we 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 take authority of so many things that we have to handle and deal with, and the children and carry the job, and we sometimes we take that into our communication, that sometimes when we mean to say, baby, why you didn't take out the trash, is like, why you ain't take out the trash, you didn't mean it necessarily that way, or it just came out in a harshness, but you still was just trying to say, baby, why you didn't take out the trash. That's just me. I said that, Janet.
What do you guys think about what Janet said? Do you agree or disagree?
I do agree, but I think it's because we've been conditioned as African American women to take it all on.
And that goes back to what? Our childhood and the way we were taught and how we were taught to handle everything. Because let's be real about it. In this day and age, we're quick to get a divorce. However, in mama in them day and age, daddy could have been fooling with the next door neighbor or the lady down the block, and she would have took care of us, the lady kids, the neighbor across the street kids, still went to work, still cleaned the house, baked the church pies, helped the pastor, and she still was a model, upstanding citizen in her community. Now, this generation, we don't live that way. We don't think that way. We won't accept that way. Not that I'm saying it's wrong or right, but once again, it's the communication. It's how we were prone and how we are taught to condemn ourselves.
Because I ain't baking the church pie. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Me either, because I don't bake.
I'm
Now
about to say I don't bake.
I might make the church some wine. Never mind. Yeah, but I don't bake no church pie either. But I mean, that's why I said it's just the way that we are compared to how men were taught. And now it's so funny because when you think about it, the roles have now reversed. That we are, and I don't want to say this and make men feel, but women have now worn the pants for so long, or in their minds, that they don't even know how to welcome a man in if he is, I don't want to say
Beneath them.
less than. Yeah, he's less than, or he's aspiring. Okay, so remember when back in the day, if he was a blue collar worker,
Mhm.
or I hate to use this term, drug dealer, you
Mhm.
would have stayed down with him till he came up.
Yep.
Mhm.
Now, you the red bottoms, fur, Chanel, I don't know what else they call Michael Kors wearing. And if he is the Reeboks wearer, you won't even give him the time of day. Why is that? Why have we why and I'm not saying that you can't, but the same mindset should be able to go, but somehow or another we become to belittle our men, that they can't even get out. That goes back to the ego. They can't even get their psyche to match the ego that's down there. Because what do you find? Some women say if they keep a man, they say, but he's good in bed. So nothing upstairs matters. Nothing
I think
matters.
for me, like when it comes to dating, I think when I was younger, I think that some of the things like that I look at now didn't really matter. But I think that the older and the more mature you grow, I think that stability starts mattering. Like, boo, I understand you got them Reeboks. That is perfectly fine. But what do you bring to the table that can help us grow? Like, I think that the more mature we grow as women, I think that the things change in the different characteristics that we look for in men.
Mhm.
I totally agree with that. If you guys can hear me okay.
Yes.
But the 20-year-old Toya accepted, and it was cool, with one type of dude, but I couldn't do that, at 40 with kids. It's not even a question.
I always liked the bad boy, and I got the bad boy.
Yeah.
I just think that our parameters for working on relationships have changed.
Mhm.
And that's the only thing that I'm saying. It's nothing wrong with being a woman who makes more money than her man. But
Mhm.
the same respect that you wanted while you were chasing your dream, you should still, if the person that you meet is chasing his dream, if he's working at the law office while he's waiting to take his bar, then give him the chance of that. I mean, I'm saying, of course, there has to be other qualities, but you
Mhm.
shouldn't just knock him because he's not the lawyer yet.
Mhm.
Get in his
Agreed.
mind, see where see where he's determined to go. Maybe the bar was difficult. I hear people say a lot of women say the real estate exam is hard. Now, I've never taken the exam, but if a man supported you to take the real estate exam 3, 4, 5 times, you can't support him to take the bar 3, 4, 5 times. It's just a support level that we used to have and give a man. We don't give that support no more. Now, I'm not saying you're supposed to
Mhm.
just be like, oh, well, he never passed the bar. But you still need to give him some support. You need to give him some encouragement. You need to build him up so that he will go back. Because one thing that I know about men is when they're defeated, they're defeated. And it's
Absolutely.
hard. It is truly hard for a man who really wants to take care of his family. If he's broke down and defeated, you got a lot more issues than just him not loving you
Right.
because his
Absolutely.
psyche is totally.
Well, I'll tell you, this is one of the reasons that B. Simone is trending today because she put up a video talking about we have all these high expectations for the man that we want when we ain't bringing nothing to the table.
To the
One thing that
table.
she
That's so
said,
real.
yeah, she was, you want a man with that makes 6 figures and your account is overdraft, baby. What are you doing? You know, she told me, she
Baby.
like, honey, what are you doing? And some of the things she said on there, very controversial stuff. And so, everybody was in the comments like, pulling up her receipts like, wait a minute, didn't you say you didn't want a man that worked a 9 to 5? You know that has
That is
no.
what I was thinking. Yep.
They will pull up receipts, honey. So, they are going in on her like, wait a minute, did you just scam people out of money for a little manifestation book, all this other stuff? But I think her message, with it being 1.6 million views, I'm sure it hit home for someone.
Hmm.
It probably made somebody look at themselves like, oh yeah, I need to get me right. Be what you are looking for. If you want a secure minded man, be a secure minded woman. You know, stuff like that.
What y'all are talking about, or what you both just discussed, reminds me of Acrimony. How do y'all feel about the movie Acrimony?
Did I see that?
I
What
didn't see
movie
it,
was
but I heard about
Acrimony?
it. It was
Which one was
Taraji P.
Acrimony?
Henson.
Oh, when the brother
He
he
dumped her
came
and
up,
married somebody else.
but he didn't. Okay, maybe, and I'm not sure if I watched the movie the right way, but she allowed her sisters to play, and that family mindset to get in her head, and that's what that brother wanted to be there. He was trying, and yes,
Yes.
his passion or whatever the thing he was trying, it kept failing, but he kept trying. But instead of supporting him, she kept beating him down. And then she allowed the sisters, and they know good asses. Oh, I'm sorry, Jesus, I didn't mean that. She allowed the sisters and them to get in her psyche. That tore up her psyche, and when it tore up her, she started to break his psyche. So then he
Hmm.
started to find encouragement for his psyche, well, his ego and his ego in somebody else.
That's
And
right.
that's what happened to them. So it wasn't, I don't feel that's as fault for him, but that talks about two things. You as the woman, right? You and where your mental state is. And then it also talks about, because I'm starting to learn this myself. Sometimes you have to choose what you listen to, because
Hmm.
me and Nakia could be having a conversation about being married, right? And Toya might be listening, and she might be like, I ain't going, nah, girl, I ain't. But she ain't been in our shoes to know what we've gone through, why we said. So she can either choose to listen to good information or choose not to. Now, 10 years down the road, when we might see her again and she be like, you know what, y'all was talking about so and so. I should have listened. That's I kind of ended up in X, Y, and Z. But you got to choose what you listen to. And I think that's what hurt her in her situation.
Mhm.
I can everything you say. I completely agree. Watching that movie, I mean, I was disappointed in her because I felt like she was upset at him for leaving. But it's like he gave you your slice of the pie. Like he still took care of you. And he moved on because that situation just got real toxic. But it was because, like you said, the sisters implanted like negativity into her head. He was trying, like you said earlier, in regards to like the guy being on his path with his dreams. Like he was solid in his belief in what he had, and then when it blew up, Taraji she was kind of salty.
But we never, you know, is that a Tyler Perry movie? Was that a Tyler Perry?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna refrain from saying what I was gonna say. However, but you notice that we never saw any men for the sisters. They had all this lip, but I don't remember seeing any one of their perspectives. And
Misery loves company.
maybe I missed it because I think one time they were supposed to have a family dinner, and I don't think they had the family dinner because Taraji's man didn't come up with the money or something like that, or they came to have the dinner, but it didn't go down the way it was supposed to. But I don't remember them being exemplified or their husbands being exemplified for what they did. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. So
Mm-hmm.
No, I
Yeah,
remember
Misery Loves Company.
some of the sisters, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say, I remember seeing like some of the sisters having like their husbands in there. But what I think I got from it, or what I remember, is that the brothers always looked at him, like down on him, but they didn't, I don't think that Tyler shed light on like their
Okay,
situation.
okay, okay.
Yeah. But you know what other movie I wanted to bring up, because with us discussing like, like relationships and things like that, and you had mentioned it as well in regards to like back in the day how like relationships are different and how you didn't know that he was smashing the next door neighbor and stuff. Have y'all seen Fences?
Yes, yes.
What's that?
Fences is with
Denzel
Denzel
Washington
Washington
and
and
Viola
Viola
Davis.
Davis.
And Denzel
Yeah,
Denzel produced this version
yeah.
of it.
It was the
Lovely.
play that was
Yeah.
on Broadway, and he turned it into an adaptation of
Yeah.
for
Is
movie.
this on Netflix?
I know it's on what's that thing now? Xfinity, Comcast. What, I just the cable company. It's on them, and I think it's part of their free movie thing. But it's called Fences. Now I'm gonna tell you that Denzel that you like and he ain't that Denzel. He
Well,
ain't that Denzel.
Denzel got his first Oscar off of playing the bad guy. So,
Well, yeah, but it is fun. It is a phenomenal movie because guess what happens? Denzel cheats. Yep. And Viola was and Viola ends up taking care of the baby afterwards. So
Yes.
not only do you cheat and you have a baby, you pass away, and Viola takes care of that baby.
ooh, that hurts.
That's
And you,
hard. Whew.
and you chastise your son so bad that your son doesn't even want to come back. So not only have you torn your marriage to pieces, you've also taken away the son that your wife loved because she could never see her child. Then you go out there and you create another child, but then your wife has to end up taking care of this other child, and she can't take care of her own child. Well, it's not that she can't, but her own child won't. So there are a lot of parameters that come up in that movie. Get your tissue box, because I was cussing.
Absolutely.
I was
Right.
cussing and crying.
I'll have to wait till they get on Netflix. If
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not on Netflix, I'm not going.
It's on TNT. I do know that. I watched it on TNT. Like they
yeah.
have you can like download the app or something and like or TNT. They have it on TNT. But that movie definitely it put me in my feelings though, because it allowed me to realize that a lot of men back in the day, they were so gun ho on providing and they can do whatever. And I think that I don't know. It's just, you know what? Sometimes I really ask God sometimes, like, and I'm not saying all men are horrible, but it makes me realize, like, where did the ball drop? You know what I'm saying? Like, in regards to like commitment issues that men have nowadays, and, the whole cheating issues. And it just makes me wonder, like, where did the ball drop?
Well,
Mm.
people have said that the ball started with Eve. However, I don't necessarily think so. I just think that because after Eve, we come across Abraham, and if you want to use Bible preferences, we come across Abraham who had his wife but slept with Leah. Well, I never make that story right, but anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. So
Yes.
then we have that, right? And then it was another story, and then we have Samson and Delilah. Anyway, it goes on and on and on. However, I don't think you should use that as a basis to say that Eve started it. I think people cheat for different reasons. This is just my personal opinion. Once again, Janet said it. I think people cheat for different reasons. I think people cheat sometimes for lack of, and I think people cheat because they can. You just have to decide when you do cheat, what am I cheating for? And if there's a reason that you're cheating that your mate can't conquer, then you can't, one, as the person on the opposite said, it's my fault. No, it's not your fault. And two, on the other end, if you're the mate that's cheating, then you need to go out there and figure out what's gonna fulfill you so that you don't cheat. Let's be honest. People don't necessarily cheat for the better dun or the better dun. It's something that they're missing within themselves that cheating gives them
Mhm.
gratification, that they yearn for it. Because a
That's
person
so
who
true.
cheats 3, 4, 5 times is different from a person who cheats one time.
Mhm.
So you have to understand what is the psyche of the it. Go back to the ego. You have to understand what is the psyche of the cheater. Maybe the cheater cheated because they got scared. Excuse me. Maybe the cheater cheated because I don't know. They were abused. I'm not sure. I'm just throwing out things. But a cheat, you can't compare where the instances are and why people cheat. You truly have to evaluate each situation and evaluate it and decide where you. I can say Janet should stay in a relationship with the guy that cheated, but I can't say Shay should stay. Shay has to understand who she loves, why she loves him, why she should choose to stay with him. Maybe there are things that I don't know. Now, on the other hand, Shay can't tell Janet. So I think each situation should be evaluated different. And I just don't think in this day and age, you can't necessarily go to your friends for advice because everybody's walking a different path of life. I think in our forefathers here, they chose to stay together because family was the backbone. You had to stay
Mhm.
united to be the backbone to encourage the children, etc., etc. In this day and age, family ain't the backbone anymore. We either stay together because of the
Mhm.
finances, or I just don't think I'm worth anything, or etc., etc. That's just my 2 cents. I'll be quiet.
Do you all think that
No, you're
women?
fine.
Yeah, you're right. Do women cheat as much as men? What do y'all think?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I
both
actually
ways.
think I actually think women cheat more than men. Women are just more clever with their
Yeah,
cheating.
they can get away with it more, so they're not caught as often.
That's
Yeah, because a woman cheats. We all assume that a man cheats because he's looking for a better performance. Yeah, I don't necessarily believe that, but a woman cheats for so many other things. A woman cheats for attention.
mhm.
A woman cheats for understanding. A woman could be cheating right there in the room with her husband and you not even realize she's cheating. Why? Because the person she may be talking to is engaging in more conversation with her, and that is why she's
Dang.
cheating.
That's right.
She might be,
That is so
okay, John. Okay, John. Okay, John. And when Bob comes over, yes, Bob, what you need? You want some soda? Let me
Right,
go get
because
you some.
cheating is not just physical. I mean, most of the time
yes.
it's an emotional thing.
Emotional.
It's more
Once
mental
again,
before you ever got to the physical.
Yes.
for a woman, it definitely is. A man cheats physical before he cheats. And if a man cheats cheating emotional, baby, you got a whole
J-
lot of problems at home.
Right,
I
he's
just
wrong.
I just asked Harry Glenn and Danny. He agreed with you. He said women cheat more than men.
Yeah, we do cheat more because we need so much more. We need so much more, but that
That is
comes
so
back
true.
to we've been carrying everything on our shoulders. So we never took time because even if you take Fence's situation with Denzel and Viola, Viola had a lot to carry, but she just would not talk to anybody about it. And she allowed, what was the son's name? I don't know, but anyway, she allowed the Denzel to talk to the son any kind of way, but it tore her up inside that she never even went and said, "Now, Denzel." She's tried a few times, but instead of her being like, "Denzel, you can't, you can't, you can't," she kept quiet. So imagine that turn, Toya. Imagine Harry Glenn talking to patients continuously, and you just sitting there being quiet, like, "Now, Harry Glenn, I saw you do that, but and you just mute. So inside of you is boiling over because guess what? You the one wiping patients' tears. You see patients going down, or you see her self-esteem, or you see whom she was is just crumbling away. There you go. So now I'm gonna start going to the pastor and talking to the pastor, and or the mailman and just hi, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, good. You drop off the mail today. And so you started it because he's releasing you of those feelings because once you turn back into that house, you've gone back to being this person.
Watch out for that pastor and them little meetings. Just
I
saying.
didn't mean it like that, but I'm giving you that as
Just saying.
a reference.
Yes, ma'am.
But
Yeah,
yeah, women.
engaging in those
Big for
side
Jesus.
conversations because that's all you need is a little slither of entrance, and that side conversation could blow up into something else, and you looking like how I get here when you in a
Has
fully.
anybody had that happen?
Hey, what happened?
I have not had it happen like
Not with no pastor, but
well no not no. I'm just saying like I've been in situations where I'm just having a regular conversation because on my end, I'm just talking. I'm just having a conversation. But you don't know what that person's uh
right,
feeling on their end or whatever.
right. And I'm
So
Right.
I
naturally flirty. So when I'm talking to someone, I lean into it, and I'm not really paying attention to the fact that that person is taking it a whole nother place, and I'm going about my day anyway. So yeah, yeah, that's happened.
She's flirty and she leans. Okay, all right, I got you, sis. Yeah, but I feel you. But you're absolutely right. You can just being nice, just being kind, and people take it a
can't be nice.
whole.
Can't be nice.
Yeah, can't. I've learned that.
You
I've learned
cannot
that.
Yeah.
be nice.
My dude
You
talks
are
about that all the
right.
time, how you can't be nice because he'll see somebody and he can say something like, "Oh, that's a beautiful dress," but he genuinely means that's a beautiful dress. In her mind, he just proposed, and now she's trying to give him her soul. You know what I mean? It's like, no. All I said
I
was,
love her entire soul,
you know,
but I could.
she
Yo,
was one of those. Listen, I give my selfish tribute type thing. Like, no, all he said was it's a nice dress, and
okay.
you don't know how to compliment to say the dress is nice. He wants me to have his kids. That's what it is. I should probably throw this on him. That's what they're thinking in their head. Like,
Yeah, y'all look at
how would
y'all
you
look
do
at
that?
look at let me put a spotlight on Shay. Look at Shay, right? She has like the biggest, brightest light out of all of us. She's like the most sweetest, loving person. I only wonder what happens when you're nice to guys. Ah!
Shay,
Girl.
listen, I have
That's why I
witnessed.
said I have learned. I cannot be like I literally cannot be nice. What did Drake say? Can't be nice to these. Like I cannot. I don't know. Like y'all know me. I'm just a genuine person, and I think like what I've witnessed from being nice to men, if they well, I would say that it was a good handful. Like men, they don't take rejection well. So if I'm like, I'll be like, oh, like if they say like trying to shoot their shot, I'll be like, oh, ha 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 ha. They be like, no, like, and I'm like, it's kind of awkward. So yeah, you're right, girl. I can't be nice.
Mm,
I'm nice, but I'm dangerous too, because I will tell you in a heartbeat, boy, don't get on my face.
I know that's right.
That is so funny.
okay, so I mean, there's some things we gotta throw in here real quick, just because that's just the segment that we're in right now because we're winding down on time. But Toya is going to put up some things, our sponsors and stuff like that.
All right, awesome.
Oh, good.
Number
Yeah, change
one.
the conversation.
We invite you to our conference that we are hosting virtually on June 5th, 2021. It is virtual again, virtual. And tickets are available now. Tickets are $25. You can go to vaworldconference.com to purchase them.
We
Okay.
have some awesome speakers.
Awesome.
As you can see, our lineup is bomb, and that's not even all of them.
That's
We
not.
we're missing one of them. Her name is Haley, and she's a mindset coach, and she is absolutely phenomenal. So it's going to be a lot of good information for those of you out there that are working from home or looking to start your work from home business. This is definitely for you.
Yep.
Yes, and you can email us at vasl@vaworldconference.com if you have any questions. If you're ready to purchase and don't want to lose your spot, you can go to vaworldconference.com and purchase your tickets. So awesome. Thank you guys so much. And next we have this beautiful young lady right here. Tell us.
Hello, my name is Nakia Whitaker-Woody, and I am the owner of KISS Virtual Services, where we like to keep it super simple and ally with business owners for their success.
Yes, that is. She is also the mastermind that is working behind the scenes for that beautiful virtual conference that we are holding.
And y'all, I just have to say thank you because Kids Virtual Services has helped me tremendously in the last few weeks, just helping me just to manage my business. So I thank you for being my OBM, Nakia Don Whitaker. And
Uh-huh.
if you are interested in her services, you go to kidsvirtualservices.com and you can schedule a discovery call.
Yes.
Yes. It must be nice when the homies can promote your business for you, ain't it?
It is nice. Thank you. I
I love
appreciate
it.
you guys.
Awesome. And lastly, this is an event that we're working together. Um, the United States Black Chambers is hosting the Black History Month program this year. It is February 24th, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. It's going to be live on Facebook. It's going to be live on YouTube. Oh, awesome. Different vignettes. How you say it, Nakia?
And yes.
Vignettes. Just a lot of wonderful Black History moments uh from what is that thing called? The not
Smithsonian?
the thing where we had our own city and town. It was very a lucrative.
Oh, I know something about the Black Wall Street.
The Black Wall Street. Yes. So we're gonna kind of start there and walk through history from there on in. So we're not start with slavery, which I'm so excited about. And what's awesome about the chamber is that it's a network, it's a community of Black business owners throughout the United States, and the networking that happens, the uplifting, the relationships that are built through that organization is amazing. So I'm really excited about being a part of the program and watching the program. So we'll make sure that we'll have the Eventbrite in the comments for you so you can register. The event is free. Okay. So I think that's all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
for Black
happened to our
History
Black
Moment.
History moment?
Black History Moment.
Okay. Okay. You ready, Janet?
I'm always ready.
All right,
It
girl.
is.
Hit it.
I love it.
In 1951, Christina M. Jenkins submitted a patent hair weave. A former wig company employee, Jenkins created a new process of adding synthetic extensions by sewing into cornrows. Similar to Madam C.J. Walker, she opened her own cosmetology school to us to help others with the technique. Jenkins started a wig manufacturer in Chicago in 1949, and she began working a technique to make more secure fitting wigs. She then moved to Malvern, Ohio. Where's Malvern, Ohio, Toya? Do you know? Okay, never mind. And began studying her sewing in commercial with her and a person's natural hair, added length and body. Thus, in 1951, Jenkins filed a patent for her hair weave technique, which was granted in 1952. Jenkins owned and operated Christina's Hair Weave Penthouse Salon in the Shaker Heights section of Cleveland until 1993. She also taught her hair weaving technique at hair shows across Europe. Jenkins was married to a jazz pianist, Herman Duke Jenkins, and raised one daughter together, Mrs. Sheila Jenkins Cochran. Well, thank Mrs. Jenkins for your hair weave. This is your Black History Moment. All right, Toya. Yes.
I just want to say thank you.
Mm.
Yes, I just want to say
Yes.
thank you.
Yes, Miss Jenkins made it all possible.
Yes, she did.
That
Bless
was
Mm.
the
her.
bomb. I did not know that.
Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Let me find out Ohio out there with the history and the
Yeah,
weave and
she
stuff.
was in
Okay.
Malvern, Malvern, Ohio. I wonder where that's at.
I've heard of it. I want to say it's up not far from Cleveland.
Nice.
Aha. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Oh, must be nice. Well, any last regards?
Yes, Shay, please tell us about the matchmaking business, please, before we get out of here.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Just to give, okay, I'm about to try to hurry up and give a little bit of tea or behind it. I had a long time ago, I asked a coworker, like, can you see me matchmaking? And she was like, Yeah, I can see you doing that. Something like Christian Mingle and Toya was actually Miss A. And
Oh,
so I had literally, I was working like, Q work, and the next patient, the patient's name was their first name was Christian, last name Mingle. And I was like, God, it's a sign. Like,
Jesus is in you.
but I'm so excited. So I met a lady who, me and her, she's a medical assistant, and she's been training me, and she was like, she looked at me like, I think I can matchmake you, and I was like, really? And I was just like, what, you have a matchmaking business? Which was crazy because me and my other friend was literally getting together that Friday to discuss actually trying to come up with like the matchmaking business. So we all collabed. It's me, Siobhan, her husband, and my friend Makita. And Makita has already, like, done a matchmaking business. So we're all together launching this. We're looking to have everything together hopefully by May, so that we can start matchmaking folks. So we're just kind of in the place where we're like piecing everything together for the business. It's called Middleman Matchmaking.
I love it. Awesome. And this is so up your alley because, like you said, I love love, and that is definitely you all day.
Thank you. I'm just grateful to God, to be honest. God showed me that I'm allowed to work in my purpose and do what I love to do, because nursing is my purpose, but relationships is what I love. Like, it's my passion. So, purpose and passion, it can be done.
Yes, ma'am. Awesome. Well, I just want to thank you so much for being on the show today. We love when you come on the show because we know we're going to have such a good, deep conversation about love and relationships and growing as couples and stuff like that. So, and that's always me, always.
Thank
So,
you so
I
much.
do appreciate that.
Y'all are
So,
welcome. I adore y'all.
Shay, when you come back, we're looking forward to see all the stuff ready and people can go and sign up for your matchmaking.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I'm coming back with the facts of the website and everything.
we know it. We're here.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm going to be ready.
Yeah, might have a couple clients for you, sis. Yes.
Got you, girl. Got them.
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you meet us right back here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Soulful.
Yes, and don't forget we have a giveaway this month. $20 gift
Oh,
card. We'll put the link in the comments. Sign up. It's for you. We love you and we appreciate you. We want you to win.
yes, yes.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thank y'all.